Hey there, it's Jared Hamilton with the Hamilton Group at Cherry Creek Mortgage. Welcome to another edition of Java with Jared. Once again, happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Well, rates finished the week about the same as where they ended last week, but remember last week, Friday was a great day, so we saw a big positive movement in interest rates because of the jobs number. So we're about at the same levels of Friday, but still better off than where they were at the beginning of last week. Rates are fantastic, and it's good that we didn't lose very much ground here after these last Friday's jobs number, which was much, much weaker than expected. This week was a very light week in terms of economic data. We really didn't see a whole lot introduced to the market. We did see weekly jobless claims come in as expected with about 264,000 new jobless claims. We did see consumer sentiment come in as expected at 94.3%. Expectations were for at 94%. And we did see also some bond auctions. We saw the 3-year note and 10-year note and the 30-year bond all released this week, and those were received quite well. No big surprises there. My title was Proceed with Caution, though, because we are at a really interesting level here. We're at some of the best interest rates that we've seen since February of this year, as well as February of last year. We're at a really wonderful level. The 10-year note is at about 1.62%, so it's extremely low, and we're at a level here. Who knows where rates are really going to go? So we really got to proceed with caution. The big news of the week was Janet Yellen did talk here before Congress, or actually it was in Philadelphia, and she did mention that the jobs number was concerning, but she did say don't place a whole lot of weight on one jobs number. Well, really, if you look at that, though, too, these jobs numbers that we've seen over the last few months have actually been weakening. So the Federal Reserve would like to increase credit, but they just can't do so right now because of not only what's going on in the United States, but also in the global economy. Right now, the German yield, 10-year yield, is at 0.01%. So it's basically no yield there. Japan and the Swiss mark, those are at negative yields for 10 years. The United States 10-year note is probably one of the most attractive right now, even though its yield is 1.6, 1.7%. There's a lot of trepidation over the vote on June 23rd for Britain to potentially leave the euro. It's called the Brexit, the Britain exit of the euro, and it's too close to call on that. So there's just a lot of economic data that is just really concerning, and it could go one way or the other. So I'm telling my clients, when we see rates like this, we need to lock them in because they are absolutely fantastic. Now, next week is going to be a big week because we are going to see the Federal Reserve meet. There's virtually a 0% chance the market is predicting that the Federal Reserve will take any action. There's only a 3.8% chance. And then in July, they're now stacking it at about a 38% chance of the Federal Reserve increase to credit, and September at about a 40% chance. So still not a whole lot. It's less than 50% chance that the Federal Reserve will probably even increase credit at all sometime this year, just because of everything that's going on. So take advantage where interest rates are right now is what I'm telling clients. I don't think we're going to see a big movement up, even if things do change. We'll could get a slightly worse if things don't go our way, but it's not going to be bad. We'll still see rates in the very, very low fours for probably the remainder of the year. And there is some potential that if things do stack up negatively, that we could see interest rates not only continue to be at these levels, but maybe even see some better rates than where we're seeing today. Who knows? And it can't get that much better, but things are going to be fantastic for the rest of the year. But still, proceed with caution and take advantage of these slight improvements when we can. That's Java with Jared. If you're working this weekend, so are we. So give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks for joining me, and we will talk to you soon, and we'll let you know what happens with the Federal Reserve meeting next week. All right? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.